Hi guys, it's Autism Talks, okay? So today we're going to talk about accepting autism. Now you might not going to believe this, but you know how some people, how do I put this gently? You know how some people don't accept like different cultures or racism or stuff like that? Like what I mean is like different people from different cultures, like it could be India, Africa or anything, you know? Something like that, some of the terms like that, some people, you know, in real life, some people still actually like that. You know, it's crazy because these days we're in a world, well, not a world or one, a world or two, like it's truly crazy changed over the time of past from that. And, you know, some people are still against, you know, people like that. They're against like black people and different cultures from different countries around the world. And it's crazy because, you know, like, long time ago, I heard about this a while ago when I was in school. Did you know that, this is real, I'm not making this up. Did you know that the black people used to be slaved by white people? I know, right? That's actually true. I'm not kidding. Like, you know, Martin Luther King used to be the president, I think, I'm not sure. But then someone killed him, you know. And, you know, like, that's the olden times. But today, societies today, like, you know, people are embracing that culture, you know, and sure, people don't like people who are different from them, and it's crazy. It's really stupid because you know, because people, like for me, like I accept every culture. I don't care what color skin they have, like I don't care, like people are different, and I get that, because I'm sort of different in a way, even though I'm not like a different skin color, you know. So, you know, there are some people in the world who are not okay with that, and it's, I don't know why, I don't know how, but it just is. And I know this is going to be different off topic to people from different cultures and skin colors and type of that, but, you know, some people don't actually accept autism, like, I don't know where to begin when I say that, because, you know, autism isn't a condition, it isn't a disease, it isn't a disability, like, it's a sort of, well, I wouldn't say it's a disability, because disability is a very bad word to say, like, you know, it's not a bad word, I don't like saying it, you know, so, you know, some people don't have a thing, some people aren't okay with autism either, and it could be, like for me, like, the apple falls down from the tree, the apple falls down very from the tree, and, you know, some generations might get a hint of autism or a hint of something from their parents or their uncles or their aunties, it depends, like, you know, and, you know, some people aren't okay being special needs or autistic or Asperger's or anything. It's crazy. I like I said before, I don't know why, I don't know how, maybe because it's just not like, you know, maybe it's because of difference, but I just don't understand why people have that problem. You know, it's the same thing with cultures and skin color people. Like, people are still not okay with that, you know, and it's ridiculous. Like, this world has changed completely since when I was born, you know, so it's crazy, you know. So it could be anything, could be from family or something, your relative had it or something, but, you know, it's crazy. Now, for me, personally, now, this isn't a thing that I'm against, but, you know, see, I'm autistic, right? And, not a lot of people know about it. And what I mean by that is I keep my secret hidden, you know, because I don't want people to freak out. Because when I first did this channel, I thought people might freak out. And there are a lot of people saying, oh, I'm autistic, I have Asperger's, it's hard for me because I've been bullied a lot. But I like getting those comments because it makes me feel like I'm not like the only one here. But, you know, so, like with me, it's something I'm not against. Like, okay, so for example, if someone's autistic and you're autistic, you're sort of like on the edge of the fence, because, you know, like, I always thought I was going to be friends with normal people. Now, that hasn't turned out for me really well. Now, with people who have special needs, I was also kind of on the fence of being friends with them. Not because of anything different or anything like that. It's just sort of me. And I used to freak out when someone said the word autism. That's just my flaw. I don't know why. Maybe because I wasn't really accepting it. Maybe in the past, maybe that's why. Maybe in the past I wasn't really accepting it, and now I am. And when someone says autism, I'm like, that's interesting. I sometimes see people online and like, you're autistic? That's interesting. But I still get a little bit freaked out by it, of course, because who wouldn't, But yeah, it's just like acceptance thing. Now, I've accepted the fact that I'm autism and has nothing to do with that, but it's just like a little thing that I have that I've got to kind of work on. Because, I'm not used to being friends with someone who is like me, sure they may have a different thing to me, but, like me, and that's a little bit weird of first topic. You know what I'm getting at. You probably made a friend that is like you, and that's okay. That's totally fine. But you might be on the edging fence a bit, and that's what I'm like a little bit with that. But I'm still kind of getting used to it, It's kind of a learning point or a curve. I'm still getting used to it, But it's a thing that I'm when someone says it on TV or something, I'm okay with it. But if it's a person, I'm like, It's not that I don't like autism. I accept it very deeply in my heart. But when someone's like you and they like you, it's kind of a little bit weird when you think about it. You know what I mean when I say that. But it's not a bad thing. No, it's not a bad thing. Like, it's really not. But it's just, people have different ways of interpreting it. And that's why I think people are still a bit racist of black people or skin color people or different cultures, because they're a bit wary of that. And and also I think people are a bit wary of autism too, I think, and that's okay. That's totally fine. But if we are in a society today who accepts black people finally in this society, and we accept cultures, then why not accept autism too? Because autism is like a factor, Autism is a thing that people have, and sure they're not normal or good, but who wants to be normal? Like who wants to be that normal teenager who texts all the time and mucks up for their parents? Like, I don't want to be like that. Like, who doesn't? I think it's time that we should accept autism and different cultures and all the other stuff that people accept, and we should learn to accept others for who they are too. So I think it's time that people should accept autism, because, when someone says, oh, my child has autism, they're like, okay. And it's crazy, because autism isn't a skin color or anything else. It's just a thing. It's just a thing. It's just a thing that people have, and I guess people can't help it that the way they are. Like, I see people at the shops all the time, and they act a little bit severely autistic too. So, I might see someone at the shop, like, I would see someone at shops sometimes, and they would have earphones in, and I was saying to them, I'm like, because I know how that feels like, because I have a brother with severely autistic too. So I understand why people stare, and I wrote my mum a beautiful letter for her birthday saying that, who cares when people stare at us at the shop, it's their problem, not ours. And I think it's time we should accept autism for who it is, and I don't think people should be wary of it, because it's nothing to be wary of. Like, cultures and other stuff, sure, you could be wary of that, but I don't really think people should be wary of autism. It's crazy. I mean, sure, people might have something or somewhere, but I just think it's time to accept autism as a thing, and Asperger's too, as a thing, than anything else. And I think it's time. I really think it's time. And I think a lot of people are embracing it online or anything. I think it's time to embrace it, and sure, people might not agree with it, but that's okay. That's their problem, not ours, because we have nothing to do with it, So, yeah, I think it's time to embrace yourself and embrace others with it too. You know, like I've got a friend of mine, right? She knows that I'm autistic and stuff. You know, and she's okay with it. She's fine with it. I think she's fine with it. Yeah, she is fine. I'm not going to go deep. So some people are okay with it, some people don't. And I don't know why they're not okay with it. Maybe because they saw like a severely autistic child out somewhere. But not autistic people are like that, you know. Some people, like for me, like I've only got a little bit of autism, you know. Sometimes when you get older, it kind of wears off, you know. But with those severely autistic, sure, people are concerned and a bit wary of that. But not all people are like that. It's like Asperger's. I'm not sure if there's such a thing as severely Asperger's or something. There probably is. There probably is. But if you're a little bit Asperger's, you know, we're all people at the end of the day. We still have normal hearts. We are human. Well, I don't think people have a lot of heart care these days, you know, but, you know, I think it's time, you know, and I think you should get people in it too and embrace it, you know. My family doesn't have it, but some of my family has it. I think so. Yeah, I think so. But just people want to hide it because they're embarrassed, like, when I was back at school, I didn't tell people that I was autistic. Only because something happened to me when I was back at that country school. You know, something happened and, you know, people found out. And it was really embarrassing for me. It was actually really embarrassing me. And I guess that's why I left. Because, you know, it was just, Mean Girls. What is with Mean Girls? Seriously. Anyway, but yeah, so what I'm trying to say, I think you should embrace who you are and embrace others if they want to or not. But yeah, I don't really think people should be afraid of autism. It's crazy. Like, you know, some people are okay with it, some people not. It just depends on who they are, you know. So anyway, guys, that's all I've got time for, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to Miller's Monks, and I'll see you guys next time.